world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello and welcome to No Sky Unexplored. This is your captain, Captain Mayday. And today we're going to be exploring a infected Dustbowl planet, Alpha-004-PL, also known as Umbra. This planet was a fiery dust ball, if anything, because as soon as I came into contact with the actual atmosphere of the planet, the whole thing just started turning this bright red. I also found a few things that were just, showing off just how hot this planet was. It was like scorching hot. But then again, it's got two suns, so I mean, this it seemed to be like a whole bunch of just like this, like bowls, just bowls surrounded by mountains and cliffs, and inside of every bowl was a collection of all the flora and fauna of the entire planet. So it's like just little pits all throughout the entire planet. Now, something I did discover that really shows off just how hot this planet was, and I don't know if this was just from whenever I first landed here or what, but I actually found some fire. You can actually see it right there. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. You see it right there. There's just fire out of nowhere. Spontaneous combustion. Don't know what that's from. Could be from anything. But I looked all over the planet looking for more instances like this where the fire is actually just starting out of nowhere, but unfortunately this was the only time I seen it, so I didn't record it as much as I should have. I went around looking for other stuff. Now the cave systems were very interesting. I really liked it. It was kind of dark, damp, looks kind of like I feel like I'm in a sauna or a sweat room just walking around in them, looking around for all these different animals. One thing that was really interesting though was this animal right here. This was the only time I found this animal, and he was underground. He's labeled as an underground creature, but yet the only place I found him was inside of the ground itself, not in an actual cave system. Probably just a spawning error, but I don't know. It looked like a cow, so I didn't really expect a cow to be burrowing underground. These things were really interesting. Looks like a giant two-legged ant mixed with a T-Rex, maybe. It's got the thorax, it's got the big front face and everything, but it's only got the two little teeny tiny arms and the big old feet. And I was thinking this was the same, so I didn't scan it at first, but then I saw that I hadn't scanned it and realized it was a different animal than the one that was stuck underground. And I got all the birds and everything. This planet was overall pretty cool, but I feel like I wasted too much time looking for fire. I mean, I was literally just walking around looking for more instances where I could just find fire laying anywhere, or burning somewhere. I just realized that the only place that actually had the fire was right there at the beginning. This whole planet just seemed to be this one giant desolate wasteland that was trapped in between a whole bunch of mountains. But it's just the type of planet it is. Now, infected dust ball, that's what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to figure out why it's an infected dust ball. But I was thinking maybe the type of flora that's actually found throughout this planet has a little bit of a clue to it. Because if you notice, the only types of plants that seem to be growing here are long, tubular, stem-like plants. Look at this. This was interesting. I found a cacti, and then right here, if you notice that big thing in the back right there, it's just moving. Like there's something inside of it that's just moving, and it's like, I don't know what that is, but I don't know. It was a little disturbing just to sit there and see that and think about that. It's like, oh, I don't know about that. It looks like something's alive underneath the ground. This was interesting. The size of the planets from this planet is crazy. Like it looks like it's just a ball floating in the air over the mountains. I thought that I might be able to reach it, but then I realized it was actually a planet, and that's not going to happen. It does create this beautiful kind of environment for you to take and explore and see everything around. As far as actual resources, this planet definitely had an abundance of resources in every which way and direction. As long as you're inside of the ravines or crevices or the holes that are in between all the mountains, these little areas is where you're going to find everything. Unfortunately, stuff on top of the mountain is going to be really hard to find. These were some pretty cool cave systems that I was able to find. I was sitting there going through them, looking for anything that I may have missed, or maybe something interesting to see. These were definitely some of the things that I would find kind of eerie or disturbing. I don't know how to really describe it. These trees, I mean, you can look at them. I mean, if your trees look like that out your backyard, you're gonna think that you live in some kind of like otherworldly place. It's just crazy how it looks. I want to take this time to go ahead and let you guys know something. I am sick right now, so if my voice seems a little off, it's because I've got a small cold. But other than that, I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to start a new series. We're going to continue on with the exploration of all the planets, but I figured rather than having all the animals and stuff that we discover and plants and minerals from each planet, instead of having that at the very end, I'll have a separate episode that's all about those. That way we can take our time and go over each and every one of those specimens that was taken from that planet, or whichever planet that we just so happened to explore in the last episode. As far as this video goes, it's really just gonna start being nothing but showcases of the actual planet itself, and then the following episode is going to be all about the specimens that were collected and found on that planet. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be releasing those on the same day. So this is going to be on Friday, and then the episode that's going to release the specimens that were found in this planet is going to be released Monday. So that way you have a new video coming at least twice a week, and hopefully I'll be able to get to the point where I'm able to focus more time on this, and I'll be able to get more videos put out. I was also thinking about doing another series that was just kind of like spotlights of all the prettiest and coolest things I could find on each planet, and that way I have a whole week that'd be dedicated to just one planet, and then the next week would be a new planet. However, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, because I'm not too sure on the scenery that we'd be able to find. Certain planets I know probably won't have any beautiful scenery, and I'm just scared that content would be really scarce and hard to find as far as that goes. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these exploration videos. I mean, you can see right here, this is going over what I was talking about. It's just valleys in between mountains, and almost all vegetation and specimens can be found in the ravine. I really did like this planet. It was bright and beautiful, and kind of, I mean, this is exactly what I would think. If I would think a planet that's just scorching hot all the time, this is what I would be thinking about. This right here. Because, I mean, this just looks like a desert planet. And this was really cool. I saw all the planets were just kind of lined up like that. And it's like, whoa. Looks almost like everything's inlined. The alignment of the stars has come at last. I think the waypoints for this planet wasn't near as hard as I was thinking it was going to be either. It actually wound up being fairly easy to be able to find everything. It was just like a regular planet with plenty of stuff around it. The only thing I feel like it was actually missing was an active volcano. But overall, I really like this place. It was real pretty, real beautiful, real serene. But then again, I've liked every planet we've gone to, but they've all been so cool. It's not like they're they're the exact same. We've visited a bunch of really strange planets, and I'm kind of glad that this is the last planet of the solar system, so we can go see another solar system. But at the same time, I'm sad because I would really like to explore one of these planets just completely, but they're Earth, well, they're planet-sized planets, so the odds of me being able to find everything on just one planet, see it all in my lifetime is going to be impossible. I do that with one of my other memories, but not with this one. This one is for you guys. But I really like exploring these planets with you guys. This one, if I was to put a theory with it, my theory for this one would be that the whole planet used to be like a regular planet. It was just lush green with lots and lots of ocean water and rivers and lakes and whatnot. And then something happened, the planet overheated, and all life that was out of the water was destroyed while the oceans evaporated and nothing was left but the sea floor. So that's kind of where my theory stands on this. I think that this is like an evaporated ocean bed, and all the plants that were in the ocean have adapted to the new heat and environment that was created, and a lot of the plants and animals adapted as well, mainly making it to where now they have evolved to be able to survive on this planet, no longer breathing water, but breathing the air of the planet. It's 158 degrees on the surface during the day, and that's without any heat waves or anything like that. So whatever's here has to have an extremely tough hide or high heat tolerance in order to be able to even survive on the surface of a planet like this for long periods of time. They would have to be absolutely used to it. So that's why I think that they probably evolved from the water animals, given that they would have had enough time to evolve from being in the water to surviving without water, while all the creatures that were outside of the water didn't have that opportunity. They didn't have that amount of time to be able to evolve, to be able to survive their changing environment. This is a rare occurrence right here. You know how many times I've actually seen animals basically kill each other and eat each other? Well, I mean, I do see it quite a bit, but at the same time, it's not like it's every time, or every planet. That's Mother Nature at its finest right there. And it's starting to get dark. And it's not bioluminescent. I like that. It's different from the others. It doesn't stick to the same mold, or at least it didn't look like it did at first. But that's planet Alpha 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 -004-PL, also known as Embera. So thank you for joining me this week, and I hope to see you all next time on No Sky Unexplored. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and tickle that bell in case you want to see some more content like this whenever I post it. And I'll see you guys next time on No Sky Unexplored.